Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. Hey, thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Did I mention we're doing pack openings at the end of every video? So don't go anywhere. Make sure to watch to the end and slam that thumbs up button while you're here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We have a new deck. I have been just like obsessed with Thundering Raiju, literally making a deck with every color combination. We've done mono red, Rakdos, Simic, IZZET. That's what we're doing today, is the blue and red variant, a Gruul version, the Boros version, you name it, we've done it, and they're going to be coming out for you all on the YouTube channel here throughout the next couple of days. So this is actually one of my favorite versions, not to diminish the ones that will come out into the future, but holy Toledo's, IZZET has a ton of copy effects at its disposal. And we're already utilizing a bunch of Red's copy effects, which is pretty cool. So the entire deck is just copying. We get a new target to copy other than Thundering Raiju, which is still our primary target within Ledger Shredder, which is quite interesting as well. So we're going to break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, the synergies, then we'll demonstrate this within the gameplay footage, giving you a deeper understanding of exactly how to, pilot the deck effectively and efficiently. Then we'll wrap up with our final thoughts and, like I said, our pack opening. So let's take a look at the deck. Oh my gosh, it is the Electric Boogaloo. A very fitting name, and well, you've seen the power of Thundering Raiju, a non-legendary that you can stack with haste. It's a 3/3, so, a pretty decent body in and itself. And whenever it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, then Thundering Raiju will deal X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of modified creatures other than itself, which is fantastic. So it's non-legendary, we're stacking multiple copies of it, and we're going to be copying it for even more copies of it, which is fantastic. These all stack to deal, just way too much damage to our opponent, right? So first and foremost, what you already know about the Fable of the Mirror Breaker, transforming eventually into Kiki Jiki's Reflection. It's a 2/2, you pay 1, tap it, make a token that's a copy of one of our creatures. It will have haste, and you'll sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. You won't do this on your opponent's end step, then you get to keep it during your turn and reutilize it for double the value, which is really quite nice, kind of like a slingshot, if you will, to coppering more of those Raijus. We also have Jaxus the Troublemaker, a 2/3 for 4. You can pay 1, tap it, discarding a card, so a little bit of an additional cost there to create a token that's a copy of another target creature that we control. It's going to gain haste, and whenever it dies, we get to draw a card to replace the card that we discarded for the copy effect, which is really quite nice. And then again, sacrificing it at the beginning of the next end step. But again, a little bit of a drawback here is it's only at sorcery speed, which is a bummer. However, it does have Blitz for 2, making it one of Red's best 2-drops right now, in my opinion. A 2/3 for 2 with haste. Yes, it does die, but you get to cycle, or at the very least draw, right? If you're going to use the ability for 3 to copy another creature, you're getting, in this case, it would be 2 draws because itself has been blitzed, and then you're basically quasi-blitzing another creature through that ability, which is quite nice. So the potential for this card to have a high impact in the game is there. So that's all of the things you know about, right? Glasspool Mimic. Not that you don't know about it, but fantastic copy for Raiju for 3 mana, entering as a copy of another creature that we have, and it's going to be a Shapeshifter Rogue in addition, which literally does not matter. Acting as a land as well, always coming in tapped. But what's new and really cool is the Undercover Operative for 4, entering the battlefield as a copy of another creature on the battlefield. Doesn't even have to be your own, but chances are slim that they've got something better than Raiju. Maybe they've got the Titan of Industry, and then you're utilizing all of those same mechanics of copying things with their creature that just happens to be maybe better than yours, but the chances are slim. And then it will also, if it is your own creature, enter with a shield counter on it, which is quite nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4 different ways to copy Thundering Raiju. You can really do this quite consistently, which is fantastic. It's a modified deck. We're collecting these +1/+1 counters to do the damage to our opponent through its ability. So Kami's Flare is a no-brainer. 3 damage, it's going to exile, and if you have that modified creature, which we will, you're going to be dealing 2 additional damage to that creature's controller, which is fantastic. Kumano, 1 damage when it enters, +1/+1 counter for the modify on one of our creatures that will enter next, and then transforming it. Things don't die, they're exiled instead if they're dealt damage by a source that we control, which is fantastic. dodging some of those death effects. And a 2/2 with haste is not bad either, so really getting good value here through Faces of Kakazan. We have Slip Out the Back, both as a defensive and offensive spell, allowing you to sneak in for lethal more times than not, as well as protecting, your Raiju, whatever it happens to be, really, against any form of removal, which is fantastic. That phase out is very powerful. And then, Ledger Shredder. Woof, baby. A 2-mana 1/3 with flying. Whenever a player, you or your opponent, cast their second spell each turn, the Shredder connives. It's going to get bigger. It's going to get better. And, it's definitely a deck that we ourselves can cast multiple spells per turn on. And, our opponent will have to now kind of taper back their tempo as well, which is fantastic. We do have the Den for creature pressure alongside the Hall, our 2 creature lands, and then the Soaring City as a bounce, and the Defiance as those 2 tokens with haste, which is quite nice as well to apply additional pressure. That's the deck, Holy Toledos. I hope you enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to help support the channel and great content just like this in the future. Don't forget to watch to the end after the matches. We have a wonderful pack opening, which is super exciting. And with that being said, I think it's like a 76% win rate or something. It's like the win rate here is ridiculous. We're performing at the peak of our... Maybe just at the peak, I don't know. Anywho, quit rambling, kid, and let's play some Magic, huh? Oakley dokley. Going first. Now we appreciate that always, right? Really? That is interesting. Maybe I just copy the Shredder. Right? We go with the Shredder Fest. Get shredded! Let's test this out. Hold up, slip out the back. Okay, we get lucky. Is it an Arcane Bombardment deck? Is it a Hinata deck? Big score. All right. Ooh, that's a really good land for us. I'm going to blitz Jaxus. I'd like to hold up, slip out the back, and then I don't mind a draw. And then I also, it's better than doing nothing. Yeah? Hey. Hey! Be a little bit more interaction in hand than we'd like. Really just going in with that big score. So it's going to be like a Disciple of the Drowned Leer. Holding up removal, it looks like. Fine. Don't quite have enough land to throw out the Den and protect it, but getting close, right? That's always nice. I'm gonna force the connive. Should have done this first. Toss the flare just for the juice on the boys. We're not even punished here. Interesting. Land out. There's the Bombardier. The Bombardier. This thing frickin' rips. Okay. Interesting. Could the timing be any better? Nope. Wow. Ding dong. Daddy's home. Down to 1. Sorry. Sorry. They have 2 mana. They can cast and trigger something. The Opus for free would get it, right? This is once each turn, is it not? Yes. But that's actually not an option. Oh, you're tough. But they do have the counter spell. What were they doing to us again? Can't see all these glowing things. Oh, they were burning down our house. Well, absolutely push up the bird so it survives. This one won't survive, but it still helps this. And they're tapped. Why not? Be cool if I push them both to 6. But they're tapped out, right? That's their turn. Oh, they juke us with an Opus. I thought they only got to do 1 a turn. Or but they cast Burn Down the House and that triggered the Opus? I thought this was from their grave. My bad. Absolutely 100% my bad. We get juked out. But, you know, victory is but an attack away. We do have the land to smash, so that was pretty close. Alright, we're on the slow woe. We got that turn 2. I mean, yeah, there's like this in hand, 2 blue sources needed. Why not get it out of the way? Oh yeah? Oh really? Blitz in. Get the trade, that's nice. We'll take the draw. Rider's pretty groovy, right? Slam Fable. Quicker you get that out, the better. Boreal Outrider. Alright. Interesting. Toss the land. Spread her out. Take our hit. Make the treasure. Just get the damage. I think, you know, it's just smart to hold up that protection. Let's chill out. Since they're tapped, we interrupt the block. They don't get the treasure. Land out. There's never anything wrong with having too many Kiki Jikis. Play defensively. was tempted to take their face breaker there. Beautiful. I like how it's non-legendary. That's pretty cool. Let's give them their treasure. It's definitely not bad. This will push up the ledger. Can't necessarily cast that yet, so let's throw it and just keep the protection. Let's take our swing for 3. And we can, on their end step, a Kiki. This just doubles one of them, right? Yeah. Not the end of the world. And it's not its toughness, so... I mean, that just screams double block to me. Right? Kiki or Kiki. Be greedy guts. We're going to play this first. And then we'll just go in over top. We need to play this as our second spell. They all connive. Everything goes to the grave because we have an empty hand. We get 1 damage in. Down to 6. I think we've got enough to survive here. We could have waited 1 turn and done that all on their end step. And then had twice as many birds potentially there. We can have just for extra damage. Right? It'd be nice to close out this match here. That's that. Cool. On the slow. Nice land, though. Right, we don't mind that. If we could pick up a 2-drop, it would be awesome, but beggars can't be choosers. Oh. Get milled, baby. cards there of ours. Let's see what else they get. Oh, more good cards. Just get after it. It is what it is. Will we get milled out? Our mana curve is, well, very low. Right? Very, very low. Oh, wow. Stop it. You just stop it. Oh my gosh, we're in trouble. Yikes. If they play another one of those hideaways, that's... yeah. Arcane Infusion. Now this is interesting. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an instant or a sorcery card from among them. Put it into your hand. They choose Fading Hope. They've chosen Violence. Wow. That is a vulgar display of power, if I've ever seen one. I guess it takes away the temptation to block with them. Toss the lands. I love you, Shredders, but it's just not that time of day for us. It's a good chunk of damage. We are lacing in plenty more next turn. But I don't know if we're going to survive. Might just get mailed out here. Yeah. Hello. Good game. This one hits us here for lethal. No? Yeah. Perfectly. Just perfectly to 0. One more card, and I think we could have won if they attacked like that. Raiju would have hit for 2-4. And then 4 for 8. They might have survived, right? Pretty slow, but, I mean, how bad is a turn 2 Ledger Shredder, really? Can't be that bad. A lot of land, though. Oh, no, enchantments. This could be bad. Yikes. Okay, I mean, that part of this is good. So many lands. Could have connived and then we could have defended at least, I guess, maybe. Oh, that's good. Pass turn. Ay caramba. I mean, we have to take the Weaver. It's so good. Right. Get a nice damage reduction in here. You can still try to block. If you have any funny business, there's protection. 3 cards in hand still, though. Do we copy their creature? Interesting. We're gonna connive here. Hold up, slip out the back. Wouldn't mind taking something better, but... Oh, and they have a Wanderer here. That makes almost too much sense. No. Could phase it out for it to survive, but I kind of want the draw. Breakman, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. This is a good follow-up, too. Definitely some juicy cards in hand. We're going for the exile here. This is respectable. Interact. Getting hit for 4, though. Minimum 2 cards in hand as well. Oh, that's good. For 8 now, down to 7. Oof. Don't like that. And that's the same thing next turn. So we have to hold up the Soaring City for 4. It's the only way to interact with it. Nice, brah. We let them take it, and we bounce it later. We can still replay it, which is not great, but it's actually going to push up our Ledger Shredder when they do. Oh. That's a hard connive, but whatever. I mean, what's better than the copy? Well, the original. They're out of juice. Can we get lucky? And by that, I mean them top decking lands. It's just not enough damage yet. But they don't like where it's going. And that's a 69% win rate. Nice, nice. You just have to mention those things. Alrighty then. They go first. We're on the slow-wo, but we've got some good interaction here, right? Call Me Flares are always quite nice to start to match out with. Interesting. Is this a Transmogrify deck? I don't even know if that's not in standard anymore. I guess let's just take the damage, whatever. Only 2. I'd rather blast. Oh. Blasting it all. They get the draw instead of the creature, which is maybe beneficial for us, seeing as we don't have a field wipe. Maybe we just go crazy with commies. They're going to play Rabble Rousing. Unpleasant. I mean, we do have some defensive capabilities. Raiju's only a draw away, but they've got real nice blockers here. Lots of life gain too, right? So it's not like we're going to squeak lethal through. They just want the draw, I guess. Respectable. Looking for rabble-rousing, looking for a land. Yep. 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 Let's get rid of the land, whatever. Ooh. That's much harder. Yep. We're being greedy. Greed has entered the building. See how that can pan out for us. Lay to rest. Whenever a human you control dies, draw a card. Whenever a human you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, you gain 2 life. Who's a dirty dog? Yep. They don't draw. It goes to exile, right? Nothing happens there. They could gain from that as we progress here. Oh. That's good. A second laid to rest. Okay, that's going to help us connive. Throw the Mimic. Throw the Kami. Throw the Operative, just keep the bird. And then maybe we can play whatever we draw as well. Bird out. Kumano out. Quad connive. Land goes. Land goes. We can blitz Jarvis or Jaxus in. No land for Mimic. It goes. Land goes. Little Blitzeroni. Decent sized hit. 10, 12 damage potentially. We do have the block here. I get a draw, whatever. Down to 11. I also get a draw. So take that, plus we remove your creature. Well, I guess they get a double draw. It's far more beneficial for them. Ooh! Like that off the top, though. It's nice that we're in the air over their tokens. It almost feels like probably a field wipe. Or a massive flyer. Dang, Doogie. Okay, that's a thing. So much life gain too, right? How do we deal with that? Still hit for 4. Quite the hit as well, though, is it not? We're dealing 1, 2, 3, 4 damage down to 9. They block that. Yeah. Well, no, they actually block 2. They block this and that. So down to 9. We hit for 4, 5, 6, 7. Whatever, just go for it. And see, now the issue here is they left Raging alive. And we also have the land to attack with. Kaiju is so cool. And they gained, like, what, 10, 15 life this round, I feel like, as well. That's all right. I mean, think away. I know you have a ton of mana. I mean, they have a decent amount of life gain here as well. So it's not like the Den of the Bugbear is going to finish up the match because there is so much life gain. All right, that's exiled. They have 4 mana up. Do they have lethal? 6, 10, 12 damage here? Oh my gosh. It's extra damage. They're haste attackers, right? I think that's just lethal, though, for us on the coming turn. Right, this is also an attacker. We could go either way as well. This way also works. Keep our land alive. We'll do that next turn. And then we can even bounce a Roni, this Warden. Pick up Kamano, and that's going to be lethal. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's beautiful. I like Slip Out the Back as an offensive spell. Just like, you know, there goes your blocker. See you later. And we're up to 71%. That's fantastic. Well, holy Toledos. That worked out fairly well. Thoughts and concerns? Leave them in the comments below. Let's rip into our pack opening. Here we are. Ooh, the streets of New Capenna. We have our Boulder Gate cards here on Friday. But it's Monday today, so literally at the end of this week, we will have new exciting cards that many of us haven't seen before to check out. And hopefully I can focus these in a timely fashion. Oh, hi girl, meow. Could you imagine if she was your therapist? All right, we have an island. Fantastic card. The Ruiner, Revel Ruiner that is, Server, or the family. Corpse Appraiser, that's actually a fairly good card. Grizzly Sigil, the Vampire Rivener? I don't even know. Metropolis Angel, oh my gosh. Spara's Adjudicators with the, you know, exquisite frame or whatever you want to call it. And the Augur of Agonies. We love that, again, with that custom frame. Is it? No way. That's crazy. We do a Ledger Shredder video and we pull a Ledger Shredder from the pack. That's worth some loonies, baby. That's worth like $40. That is a good card to pull. Let's just like, what is that? A baby meat hook? Holy Toledos. And then we get that holographic on the back side here. Nothing important, just another Ruiner. Ledger Shredder. Mwah. We better sleeve you up and throw you out for sale, baby. Holy Toledos. I'm just ripping through this pack. So excited about the Ledger Shredder. We actually missed a card. We missed a card. It's the Spear Sage Deserter, a 4/4 with Menace. I've never seen this before. When it attacks, investigate once for each non-token attacking creature. That's pretty good. Friends forever? Oh, fantastic. You can have 2 commanders if they both have friends forever. Oh my gosh. That is exciting. I need to find some more friends for this deserter. I was just so excited about the Ledger Shredder that we pulled. We skipped right past it, so I had to do a little reshoot here. But yeah, let's go. Thank you so much for watching, supporting the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a magical day. And we'll see you soon in the next.